Hey there, my name is Lester and I'm from the Lee Kong Chian School of Business. And I major in Organizational Behavior and Human Resources, or OBHR for short. Now, Organizational Behavior, Human Resources, that all sounds like quite a mouthful, right? So today, we're going to share with you a little bit more about what this major is all about and also clear some of the misconceptions that you may have. And joining me on this journey, I have some students, I have some alumni members, and I also have some professors who will be taking us through and sharing their stories. So, what are you waiting for? Let's go!
So OB, Organizational Behavior, talks about how we understand how people work in groups within organizations, how they interact, how they get things done. HR is a little bit more like a practice. The recruiting of the right people, you want to know how to manage them, develop them so that they maximize their potential, and then help the company, the organization fulfill what they want. There are a lot of misconceptions in HR. I know a lot of people, a lot of students tell me that when they want to join HR, because they want to help people, they want to make an impact in people's lives. And definitely you can. A lot of parents I hear, in the past they talk about HR being a very mundane, back-end kind of job. But that is a myth going forward into the near term in the future. We also see that a lot of these more so-called mundane functions, they are being outsourced, making the HR department getting leaner, right, going into the future. So a lot of it is going to be based on your cognitive ability, your technology awareness. That's how HR is going to go forward in the future.
So now that you have some context about organizational behavior and human resources as a major is all about, let's shift our focus to some of our students in this major to share with you a little bit more about how their academic journeys in OBHR has been.
Hi, my name is Jia En. I'm currently a Year 3 student and my only major in SMU is OBHR.
Hello, my name is Xavier. I'm a Year 3 business student majoring in Organizational Behavior and Human Resources.
My name is Justin. I'm a Year 2 business student intending to major in OBHR.
Hi, I'm Patricia. I'm a Year 3 undergraduate from School of Business. I have a first major in HR and a second in Communications.
During my class on Human Capital Management, I learned the best way for us to achieve our goals is to really capitalize on the strength of the people that we are working with. And this is something I'm really looking forward to in the OBHR major, gaining greater experiences and learning more from my seniors and professors to see what I can achieve in the future.
I learned about why would people react a certain way in terms of when they are individual, group or organization level. And then when I was in class, I realized, that actually resonated a lot with what I was feeling and how do I counter or how do I react to a certain scenario or example.
One OBHR research that I actually got in touch with was compensation. I felt that really intrigues me and helped me a lot, especially because I get to understand how the pay structures or pay ranges are being designed. I will be able to understand how I fit into certain pay structure, and I also will know which company compensation or rewards packages is the best for me.
I think one of the OB research that I've heard of from my profs is that the ideal of HR is to be proactive rather than reactive. And this is definitely true when I look at modules like organizational change and design, where we embark on change projects when we fine-tune a company to improve the future status of a company, and also using analytics tools to improve business processes. Having these in mind have definitely made me more cognizant and aware of how I can value add to an organization when I embark on HR projects.
Now that we've seen the students' journey, let's shift our focus now to the industry and take a look at some of our SMU alumni members as they share how OBHR as a major has prepared them for the workforce.
I think one of the most important ways that SMU OBHR has helped and is still helping me is the network, so be they faculty, seniors or alumni or my classmates. There's this strong community of expertise, of guidance and support that I can turn to anytime if I perhaps have any work-related problems to solve, if I need to bounce off any ideas, or even to keep up to date with the latest developments across different industries.
What am I currently using, which I have learned from SMU OBHR, would be definitely managing cross-cultural team. Working in a company that hires different nationality, different races, this is a very important skill which I'm still using today.
A, adaptable, being able to quickly and effectively adapt to new trends, challenges, and scenarios. B, being bold and confident in the face of ambiguity. And C, always staying curious and passionate about innovation and change.
We've heard from the students and we've heard from the alumni. Now let's come back to the school and put our focus on the professors from the Organisational Behaviour and Human Resources faculty to share with us more.
My name is Jared. I'm an assistant professor in Organisational Behaviour and Human Resource Department. Over here I teach Human Capital Management and Negotiations.
I'm Hui Hun Tan. Tan is my last name. I'm a full-time tenured faculty at SMU in the OBHR group under Lee Kong Chian School of Business. The hope of the OBHR faculty in the Lee Kong Chian School of Business is that we will build a community of HR practitioners. All right, we keep in touch with all our students over all the years. We know what they're doing, we know where they are, we know where they've progressed, and hopefully we can build this support group of HR practitioners for Singapore.
OBHR is now even more important and helpful than before. Earlier on, they're thinking that, oh, we don't need HR, we don't need to know how to manage people, we all know how to do this, it's common sense. And then because of pandemic, because of work from home, remote work, people are starting to realize, hey, how do I track performance? How do I keep my employees motivated? Am I going to bring them back? Am I not going to bring them back? Who am I going to bring back? Am I going to pay them differently? And these are all HR or OBHR issues.
We need to understand how people respond, behave, and are motivated. As we can see, so many people working from home, and it leads to many people resigning from their jobs. How does that work? Why is it that the former studies does not, align with what we anecdotally see today? So there's an opportunity to study all these things going to the future.
Well, we hope you now have a better understanding of OBHR as a major here in SMU. You can stay connected with us on our Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn. My name is Alestia and it's been a lot of fun.
Hi, I'm Jomaine. I'm the current president of the 13th OBHR Society.
Hi, my name is Sabrina and I'm the current vice president of the 13th SMU OBHR Society.
OBHR Society is an academic CCA under the School of Business, and we partner with both internal and external stakeholders to create opportunities for our students to learn more about the HR field.
We organize signature events known as the Alumni Networking Night, where we invite SMU OBHR alumni back into the school and they can share about their experiences in the HR field. Students get a chance to network with these alumni as well as to know more about them. We also have another event known as the HR Rising Symposium, where we work together with local universities and invite guest speakers to share about the emerging trends in the HR sector.
Ultimately, we hope that through our programs, students can learn more about the current trends and also gain more interest and insights about the industry.